Hello, everyone, and welcome to Truly Bedrock, Season 1, Episode 48 or 49, depending on how things go. In the last uh, episode, basically, you guys know the season has ended, and we're in the Nether, chilling out, getting away from the moon falling on our heads. This episode, though, I wanted to put out and basically kind of do a world tour. I've seen a lot of these done by people ending the season, and they kind of just show you the different things that they built. I want to do mine a little bit differently, as I want to take you guys to these different locations so you guys know how to get there, because I do believe that we are going to be putting this world up for download, so if you guys are playing after the season is over, you guys will know how to get to these various locations, at least the ones that I built. So we're starting things off on the nether side of my base, and we are going to cruise over to the Blaze Farm. I think we're going to do... Hi. We're going to do the Blaze Farm, then we'll go to the Raid Farm and the Mansion, and then we'll come back down this way and we will go over to the other things. But first things first, we got to get rid of this guy and take our boat back. This is just going to help us cruise a little bit faster. Now, something I would have liked to finish up, excuse me, would have been this ice path. I've got a few projects that aren't going to be completed. I'm hoping that in this next season I can carve out a little bit of time, a little bit better, and work with my schedule to get these things completed, or do things on a smaller scale. I spread myself out pretty good on this season, and we didn't need to do that. So this Blaze Farm I built, I don't know, early on in the season, and it has proved very useful. I've come over here and repaired many tools, as well as this Blaze Farm was one of the catalysts for me selling the nether stuff in the shopping district. So I'm real happy with it. It was a Slack Lizard design. It works insanely well. We actually just did a little bit of updating to it not too long ago. And I just wanted to show you guys how to get there. And you guys will be able to see from different chat and things up in the upper left-hand corner that we're actually recording this video quite early. I'm recording this video before I record the ending video. We have a 4-day weekend, so we're trying to make the best of that. Alright, so at the end of this tunnel, we have a little scaffolding block right here. And you can cruise down this. If we stay facing the way we came in, we will see a little bit of an opening into another fortress right about here. And we found this fortress a long time ago. And we started slabbing it up, and I was going to slab the area around it to make it a little more useful for the Blaze Farm. I actually have some cobblestone over here, and a stone cutter, and an ender chest, but the thing that we came to see is the Blaze Farm. So this thing is all working pretty good. We should have the trident sitting there. You guys will have some blaze rods as well as a looting 3 sword, which you can hold in your hand while this thing runs and get better drops. There's a crafting table and an anvil set up here, and of course another shulker box. You're going to find a bunch of these laying around. Let's see. So we'll ascend up this scaffolding block, and we will run over to the raid farm. Now, as I said in the beginning, I want to do this a little bit differently and not just go to these places and show you what I built. I would like, excuse me, I would like to show you guys how to get to these various locations, and I think that's going to be beneficial to you guys, but it's going to also make for a little bit longer of a video. I will cut from time to time as needed, but obviously when we put the video together, it's going to be me cutting right here and then me picking up right back here, so you guys won't even really notice. Yeah, let's see. A lot of things built this season. Not as many as I would like. We're just shy of 50 episodes on the season, which is pretty good for me. That's kind of a personal best as far as a Minecraft series goes. Normally, I would get about 20 or so episodes in and something would happen. We've talked about it on different streams. Hopefully, let's see, I'm recording this video on stream day. And I'm not participating in stream day because I wanted to do some recording. And I've got a few other things to do. But this video won't come out for a while, so hopefully by the time the video before this came out, we would have done one more live stream. So in this video, when we go to the base area, you guys are going to notice that it's not going to be 100% complete. So if you're watching this video and you haven't seen the base complete, definitely, hopefully check out my last VOD. Or download the world, which I believe will be on trulybedrock.com, and see it for yourself. I have plans to do another stream a couple days after recording this video to actually do the final touches on the base. We did get all the red sand placed in, which is really nice. So this season has gone for a little bit over a year. It's been an amazing journey. When I joined Truly Bedrock, or had the opportunity to join, I believe we were sitting around the 300 or 400 subscriber range, and now we're sitting well over 1,200, which is great growth. We've grown, what, 900 subscribers in the past year, which is pretty good. And as I've said before in streams and videos and everything else, it's all thanks to you guys watching the videos, leaving the likes, leaving the comments, subscribing, all of that stuff that we say at the end of the video. And I do appreciate each and every one of the likes, the comments, the dislikes, all that stuff. We're gonna do the little hoppy hop jump to get ourselves going down this path. This is gonna be a relatively long video. Let's see. We're out of So early on in the season, we did a few live streams. There's an ocean monument not too far away from where my base is. Excuse me. And when we went and raided that monument, we found a few sponges. And I remember not too long after that, I did a live stream where I wanted to go and find more monuments and kind of corner the market on sponges. But then I think Liara ended up taking over that and starting in a whole shop, or maybe it was Daphne, and I ended up giving the sponges away because I used them for what I needed. And then, like I said, I wanted to quarter the market, but I had different plans for the shopping district and things like that. And once I drained out the monument that I built, we gave them away. Anyway, in that stream, when we were cruising around, we found ourselves one of the Pillager Outposts, and it was really early on that I decided to change that into a raid farm. And we used it and abused it. Got all the emeralds and books and things like that that we wanted from it. And then essentially, I never went back. This thing doesn't work anymore. I'm sure there's some... Silence got a couple of videos we could follow to upgrade this and get it working again. But we're not going to do that. But anyway, there's a split here, and you can see a portal over there, and you can see a portal here. This portal over here is just another village. So that tunnel we won't actually be going down, but this is our raid farm here. And let me say hello to everybody. So let's go through the portal. We may have some portal issues that we have to deal with today where we're stuck on this building screen, but hopefully we'll luck out. So as I said early on, we found this raid, or this Pillager Outpost. We staked our claim to it. I did, let's fly around. I did do a ton of work lighting up the area. You guys can see all the different rows and rows and rows of torches. I did my best to try to spawn-proof this. We did go down and find some caves and things. Let's see. So we built the whole outpost. We've got ourselves, a villager up there. Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, we've got ourselves a villager at the top up there. And then, of course, we have the raid captains coming up. We can kill them and start ourselves a little bit of a raid. Now, essentially what I was doing was having the raid captains come up here, and then we would use the shifting floor, kill them with the tridents, and then it would start the raid. And we got a ton of drops from this. All the maps that I built in the end, slacks, we used nothing but emerald blocks, which I got from this farm. I set up this sorting system that it worked for the most part. Redstone being finicky, it didn't always work, but we've got some gunpowder and glowstone, a little bit of redstone. Let's see, some sugar, some sticks. That's from the witch drops. These were arrows, I believe. I cleaned those. Nope, here's the arrows. Oh, what else? We got some illager banners, some miscellaneous things. You can see some of the items overflowed into here. A couple of decent books. This was all books. And then here's where I was separating them out. Got quite a few still sitting in here. A disenchanting station. We have a burner here so we could throw our stuff inside there and it'll be destroyed. That was our overflow protection too. I had a little bit of a blast set up here so we could smelt some things down. And we just throw charcoal in this and melt down all the different armor pieces to get ourselves some iron. Like that. The other thing that's over here was a village, and I originally wanted to turn this into something, but all of the villagers ran out when I broke all the beds and things. So that turned out to be a kind of busted project that we never really did do, but we did mess around with villagers a while back, and we put those guys down here in their own little home. And this is where I do my trading to get my quartz block, which I have a ton of. And yeah, we named all of these guys number 1 through 10 so we could know which ones are which. I actually set up 2 more beds here so I could have 12 of these guys so I could get over a stack of quartz blocks per trade. And we never came over here and messed around with that. What's with all the chickens? So that's the raid farm. Let's go over, I guess, to the mansion would be the next thing. And yeah, we came backwards through the portal. So as I said before, this little rail right here and that portal set up right there is just another village that's not too far away. That's where we got our starting villagers to make our little quartz farm. But if we head back down this tunnel, where it breaks open into 2 wide, like this, there's another tunnel right here. If you follow this all the way down, this will lead us to the Patreon mansion that I built probably episode 10-ish, somewhere in there, and this is one of those builds where I took on some role-playing. We've tried some many different recording things, and this one was a favorite of you guys, judging by the comments. And it was a favorite of mine too. We hired a contractor, quote unquote, and they came and built this for us. Built this beautiful mansion. They got a skeleton up there and a llama. Anyway, built this beautiful mansion. We came in. I didn't know what I wanted to do with this thing, so because I was sitting pretty good on richities, I just wanted to flex that. And we ended up turning this in, like I said, to the Patreon mansion where we have Victim and we have Mark in here just hanging out. We'll have to do something like this again. Got these guys chilling in here. We have it's a pretty good house. We have a full enchanting station in here. We have a storage room here, kind of messy, but we have a brewing station with an infinite water source. We could do all of the potion brewing. We have a stone cutter. Let's see, a little bit of hidden lighting. Crafting table. I was going to put an inner chest in here. Never got around to that. I should have snagged up the one I had chilling at the blaze farm. We got the master bedroom up here. And this was a really, really fun build, something I've never undertaken before. Got a little loft up here that has nothing in it, but cool nonetheless. Please let me down. Tried pretty hard with this build. It was definitely out of my comfort zone, but I'm really, really happy with it. Now, before we head back into the Nether, I had made mention about a lost episode or an episode that I didn't finish, and I want to show you guys that on top of this little plateau here. So this biome is a savanna biome, but it's one of the ones where everything is lush and green and not brown and dead. Anyway, I love this biome. That's why I built in this. The raid farm, when I was flying around exploring, I found this area, and there's actually another outpost that's a lot closer to the base that we should have used. And next season, we're definitely going to keep things a lot closer. But anyway, what I was planning for this area was to bring my villagers in here, and we were going to have little huts set up for them with stone cutters and things, and they can all just run around. I took nether brick fence or a nether brick wall and went all the way around this area, so it would be pretty well protected. We did light it all up, and we started building some buildings, and I kind of cut building this building. I ran out of time to record, and I was going to rush a video out. I did not like the way that happened, so yeah, we ended the the clip or ended the video, and then I ended up not releasing it. But this was a project I was going to work on. Very nice build. So that's it for the far away stuff. This is going to be one of those times where I am going to make a cut. You guys don't need to see me travel back through the Nether. So we're just going to head back to, if I can get out of this portal. There we go. It's a little difficult. We should really, dig this out, give ourselves a little bit of room so we can get out of it. Anyway, we're going to head back. Basically, go down here and hang a left, go to the end of that, hang a left, and that'll bring us back over to our starting area. I will be there. Back at the back of our portal, we rode the boat the rest of the way. We're going to leave the boat here, and we have a few things. Anyway, from our portal, what we do is we go outside this little door here, and we never did get to this. We might... We might tackle this in a video that you might have already seen. Anyway, we're down the red tunnel. We come out to the main junction here, and down that way I've been a few times. That's Tiz's stuff. We have the shopping district, or the village city, and the gaming district, and this way we have the shopping district. We have the main shopping district here, and then the diamond side of things. Now, this is where my game has a problem, is going through these portals. So what I'm going to do is roll this off of full screen for just a minute, and we're going to try to go through this portal. And I've tried to go through both portals from time to time, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. A lot of the times I get stuck on this building terrain screen, and then what I'll have to do is I will have to exit out of my game and then restart it. So that did not happen this time, which is good. Anyway, I wanted to come over to the shopping district, show you guys how to get here, all the different things. And originally, when we started in here, we had ourselves a little hut right here, similar to DB's. It did not fit in with everything else. What we ended up doing was building this little building here and selling all of our wool bits. And this shop has done very well. It's done, made me plenty of diamonds. So, yeah, you guys can understand why I didn't restock this. It was a perfect build. It fit 9 shulker boxes up here. I fit the rest of the shulker boxes here, an ender chest, and even a crafting table. It's perfect. Let's see. The other building that we built, we did partner with Prowl, but we didn't have a hand in building that. The other building that we did mess around and build is over here just a little ways. Oh, this area has been worked on. Nicely done. Is we built this little shop here to sell all of our nether bits. And this shop has sold stuff from time to time. It hasn't been a great shop, but it was definitely did all right. Blazed rods sold pretty good. Quartz sold really good. Gas tiers sold pretty good, and I did sell nether wart from time to time. We may have to relook into selling of nether items in the future. So the other portal should bring you out right here, but this portal has some issues, and it says use of this portal recommended. Well, yeah. We typically go back through into the nether fairly well. So from these portals, we can head back into the main hub, and where I want to go next is going to be the gaming district. And if you guys remember, it was right here, gaming. We had a chat, me and a couple other people in Discord, and that's where I got the idea for my game. And it was the first game built in the gaming district, and the gaming district finally got some love from quite a few different people. There's a few different things that we needed to do. I never did finish up the game, or oh, now I'm gonna. Nope, we made it. Never did quite finish up what I wanted to do out here. We built this. Oh yes, we built this. This was gonna be like the token place where you could take your gaming tokens and you could put them in here and receive items. Oh man. Looks like people use this for storage. That's fine with me. Or they just put stuff in here because there was nothing in here. Oh, I never did finish this build. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we even had the area up there. Yeah, this would have been a pretty cool thing. No. There we go. I almost got stuck, and I didn't want to get stuck with that jerk. We did we did so many cool things with this. This is an actual temple. Well, I rebuilt. The actual temple was over there, and I buried it. But the gaming district got a little bit of love. Now, as I said previously, this was from one of your guys' comments. And here's our game. And this is why I encourage so many times the different comments and things, because we built this little temple run style game. Had some stuff over here. Oh, the feedback book. Somebody played it in Stream Day in December. That's awesome. Yeah, we had some work that we needed to do inside this game with the redstone and stuff at the final juncture, but, you know, we got quite a bit of positive feedback from this. It was the first thing I've ever done. Definitely would change the parkour side of things and mess with the timings a little bit more. It's kind of hard to mess with timings in single player and then implement them into a multiplayer environment. Servers and realms alike are different the way the client side and server side lag is. But anyway, all in all, this was a really fun game. We did play this ourselves on a live stream where I died 100 times and never did beat the game. But we called this Desert Rampage. April G was a comment. This was one of those episodes where I really started trying to get you guys involved, asking for comments and feedbacks and stuff like that. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. That looks like there's some other games and stuff that popped up in this world. Many things for you guys to explore and figure out on your own. Because I have no idea what the soccer field's about. This was Silence Game. We played that one. Time to, I guess, we're going to head to the village city next. Yeah. Let's look at my notes. All in all, a lot of fun with that project. You do have an entrance from the red tunnel to get into here, and then you have the purple tunnel entrance. Easy to get to from the base. Rabbit, just sitting there. So down a ways in the purple tunnel, to the left here, we have the starter village and the common library. As a matter of fact, where did I end this? Episode 36. I'm definitely going to have to take care of that, and you guys will probably already have seen that. It's good that I'm doing this world tour. I can do a couple other things before the end of the season. All right. And yeah, this place has gotten some love. So early on, I want to say it was like episode 4? Can I not? There we go. Episode 4, we took to building inside the village city. I wanted to put my staple or start doing a little bit of build. We had the Freelance Tavern set up. But I built this guy right here. This is an awesome build. I thought it would fit this kind of area. We kept with the block palette, and it fit really well on top of this little hill kind of overlooking the village city. And the one good thing, let's just bang our heads into this thing. The other thing that I thought would be really nice about this is we could kind of look over into the village city and see the different things. Thought it would be a good vantage point, and there's nothing really to this. You can go up and down the different ladders and stuff, or the scaffolding, and there's really nothing here. You can get some better vantage points of the silent space and stuff. We did put things inside these barrels that are actually still here. That's kind of interesting. But we are having a little bit of hiccups. One thing that I also had a hand in building was this wall right here. Yeah, it looks like it's been, for the most part, just kind of finished up. Built this on a live stream, triple live stream with Blue Jay and Prowl, and this was a ton of fun. I wonder. We also built this guy right here. Yeah, it still works. That's awesome. That looks like somebody finished it up. We spent a lot of time over here early on doing all the freelance jobs too. This is something that I thoroughly enjoyed. And, oh, looks like Jesse put up a job, which needs a creeper head. It's too bad I don't have that. I have a zombie and a skeleton. Okay, so the last thing that we built here, we just recently built, and unfortunately we're not going to be able to finish what I wanted to do in this project, and that is the Union Hall over here. You guys have seen this. We spent a couple episodes here. We're definitely going to have to bring this back. And that is everything that we built. Having a hard time running and flying and stuff. There we go. Nope. Okay. So back over here, this is the portal where you come in. We used to have the entrance over here to get down to the end area. Hey! But it is now down here. Put in a little bit of work, or people have put in a little bit of work to make this area nice and tidy. So we're gonna go take advantage of that. Zloy actually put in a ton of work building this area here. It turned out really, really nicely. The different lettering, different faces, stuff like that. One thing we could have done is we could have removed these and really made this nice. I should have told him about that. But let's hop into the end, because I did quite a bit of work out here, and this was done on some live stream. I had an absolute fantastic, I had so much fun, and these turned out fantastic is what I was trying to say. So we built all of our different maps that I've dispersed to the different Truly Bedrock members. This was where mine was. I actually deleted it. And this unfortunately has created a large file size for Foxy to deal with, and we will not be building these in the future. At least not this many. We'll definitely probably still build a map, but it's going to be one of those ones that we can build it, lock it, and then destroy it if we need to. Tiz is trying to find his way to the portal. But this was a very, very grindy project. It took many, many hours to do this stuff, and obviously a ton of scaffolding and a ton of blocks, and we pretty much used up our wool supply to build this thing. And I'm really, really happy with everything that turned out, and everybody's been using the maps. It's been awesome. One other thing I showed in a video was our moon base that we built, and unfortunately this portal is not working, so I can't show you guys where that is, but this is the portal to get to it. Here's my little sign where I had all my animals. I'll show you guys what's happening. Yep, we get transported over to this scaffolding here instead of going through that portal, and I don't know why. And this right here is the way out. So if you guys want to check that out, you'll have to go to the video in which I show you guys that, and then you guys can go take a look at that base, wherever the coordinates are. I'm not sure where they are. Hopefully, when I'm editing this video, I'll put them up in the video right now somewhere. I don't know. Oh no. We didn't sleep. Okay, well, let me... I gotta go that way about 2,000 blocks. I was gonna say 2,100 blocks, but it's closer to 2,000. Now, I meant to meet you guys just back at the base as we were flying, but I noticed something as I was flying. I am freaking Superman. No wings. Don't know what's going on, but I don't have wings. It's weird. I like the little paper doll on the upper left-hand corner. Oh, I definitely think I found my base. Yep, here we go. things are struggling to load in. We have a lot of people on at the moment. Anyway, I like the paper doll in the upper left-hand corner, and I noticed there was no wings on it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So first, where is my boat? I need the boat. Boat. I guess I could just dive into the base and get one. You know what? Let's do that. We're going to grab something else while we're in there. So this is the base, obviously. You guys have seen it plenty of times. And we will be rolling through this properly. But I want to show you some stuff outside first. I know I got a boat in here. And do I have its weakness, regen, water breathing? Let's see, potion brewing. I need one of these. And one of these, and I need a carrot. I'll just make my potion now. Seriously? Give me that back. Oh, I should have had this prepared, but I thought that was funny, the no wing thing. Yeah, we got enough nuggets to make a golden carrot. I have a golden carrot right there. Oh, it's early in the morning for me. Thinking is not my strong suit. Now, one thing I am going to do too, and I won't do it today, but before we end the season, is I will be putting all of those shulker boxes somewhere else so that you guys will have access to them. And while this brews up, I'm probably just going to set those shulker boxes probably next to the throne or right in front of the throne. I'll put all the different shulker boxes that I had in my ender chest, and then I will take all of my equipment off, and we will have it set up in a chest right here. This takes forever to brew. I guess we can go through the base a little bit, and then I'll go through the different areas later. So obviously we have our storage room in here. I've shown this a few times. You guys see me fix this up. We've got our bed in here. We've got a red and yellow flower. We used red, yellow, and orange quite a bit this season. I've got a loom here to do banners. This was just behind the scenes stuff. Got a few shulker boxes that need to be cleaned up and an anvil that needs to be placed back. We have our starter nether wart farm that is still functional. Over here we have our furnace room, which our kelp farm feeds into. We still are getting a decent amount of kelp, as a matter of fact. Unfortunately, that thing doesn't work that great anymore. Thank you. All right. And then up here we have our Momento Room, which we need to go and fill out, and we will do that in a video. We made it all the way to episode 36. These are just different things that we did in our videos. And then over here we have the map of our base, and then the different truly bedrock heralds. This is really nice. And as a matter of fact, we need to write a few things down real quick, guys. So we have our Nether Tunnel we talked about. Obviously, you guys will already have seen this Nether Tunnel, the comment thing, and the memento. All right. So let's go back outside before we finish the base tour. And first things first, let's get our boat. So when we came to this world, um, we had a coordinate for us to have a base. And those coordinates kind of led us about where this island is right here, a little bit in the water. So I came over here, and this was my starter base. You guys can see I captured some llamas that we never did anything with. Down in here where we blew this up, we actually brought a charge creeper in here and got a skeleton head. This was our little starting base area, and we have our mine down that way. Um, right there, you head down. And we lived in that thing for a few episodes while we worked on the ocean monument. Now, I wanted to pop the night vision so we could take a good look at this. We built this monument block for block, and we have transformed the entire area into red sand and things like that. I do need to put the finishing touches on this area, and the finishing touches are going to be placing in some coral, and around the additional rifts that I made, we need to do some detail work. So we're going to have some detail work right over here to do, which hopefully we'll do in a stream. And we have some detail work around this guy to do, which we will do in a stream. And you guys will just have to go check that stream out or check the world out for your own. We have our little island here where we built our custom tree. It's kind of all goofy. And I really, really like the way all of this stuff turned out. I'm super, super happy with our portal and our base, and oh, so nice. All right. So that is the exterior of the base, and by the time this video comes out, it should be relatively complete. Even if we don't get it done, and that's all we're left with, I'm super happy about that. So over here, down this way, I think this was like episode 9, we built this this tree farm. Now I can't remember the individual we used his design, but it is credited in the video in the description of the video. We have a 2x2 tree grower right here, and then we have our 1x1 here. You have your oak selector, your acacia selector. These can just be off if you're doing birch or any of those other things. Um, it'll do oak, birch, acacia, the 1x1s of spruce, and the 1x1s of jungle. Very, very nice tree farm. I haven't run this thing a very long time because it does lag the server out something fierce, and it looks like it's broke. Yeah, we would need to replace all of these pistons so they're facing out. Those two. Yeah, work would need to be done on this thing. This thing is completely broke, but this was a fun project. We dug this entire hole out. The black glass on the bedrock looks really cool with the different lights in there. I really like the way this turned out. Let's go up. I really like what we did with the pedestals that kind of hold the monument up. How we use different areas for different things. Down here, another project we did early on is we built this automatic wool farm. And this thing just collects passively while we're in the base. I still have quite a bit of wool uh, inside my ender chest as well as what I have here. This was a really, really fun project. And we built this right on a slime chunk, which is unfortunate. We have slimes that spawn over here from time to time. Down from this, I actually built a little bee sanctuary when the bees came out, if you guys remember that. And we have different hives and things, and we have the bees. And I did this so that we could have bees in here, and we could come and collect these, and then move them as needed. And then we have a bunch of flowers here that we got from Jesse during Halloween, actually, with the trick-or-treat stuff. All right, let's go up. This video is going to be so long. The next area we have, I believe, is right here. Yes, it is. And this was our little, what we called our Chaos Control Room. This is when kind of the Diamond Alliance and the Money Alliance and stuff was going on. And then when that kind of ended, we turned this into a workroom. We can get rid of that sign. So we had base work things right here, like the Nether Farm and the exterior base work. Over here, we had community projects like the city wall that we were working on, and then over here we had our different various locations out in the world. Finishing the Nether ice path, moving the villagers, fix the raid farm. We did do the blaze farm. Minigame redstone, token temple, which we never finished, and then the Nether Tunnel, which hopefully will be finished up by the time this video comes out. And this was a cool little room to kind of come and gather my thoughts and keep things neat and tidy. And now you guys know how to get to all these different places. I did have plans to kind of have all of these go into different places, but they don't. They really don't. I actually only have one more, which is this one right here. This one leads to a couple of different areas and where I was doing my bigger farms and stuff. So we have a bee farm here, and as you guys can see, this thing is so full up right now that I can't even collect more. So this farm worked pretty good. It was very passive. Didn't have to do anything to collect honey blocks. And we'll just throw that stuff in there. Yeah. There's a little minecart that was going around to collect things. It looks like it's stuck. No big deal. We have our super smelter here. It's pretty simple to use. You put your smeltable items in here. You put your fuel in this side. And then to kick this thing off, you simply just pull that switch and everything will start moving around. It's a piston feed tape style. Works pretty good. I was using kelp blocks and I was smelting up an absolute ton of netherrack, which is why I had bought all this stuff. And all of these shulker boxes right here are completely full. These are empty. These were my nether wart shulker boxes, and then this was all nether brick that was smelted up so I could make red nether brick. Let's see. This chest should be the chest that has the nether wart in it. Yep, there's actually nether wart in it. I don't remember what that chest is right there. Don't know. Anyway, we have the chicken cookers here with plenty of food in them. I have another one right here. And then we have this guy, which is really loud in my ears. This was because I kept having slime spawning while I was working in here, and I ended up capturing these guys, and then we built a little bounce house for them, which I thought was funny. This wall was feeling a little bit naked, so I did put all of the maps that I built inside here, kind of in alphabetical order. Put a couple of blank maps in here as needed. This turned out really, really good. As a matter of fact, this is probably going to be the screenshot for this episode. This was an AFK-able netherwart farm, which looks like it is also broken. Just some pistons got turned around when maintenance was being done on the server. This thing had a couple of timers in it that you would stop. And to eliminate those timers and also get more netherwart, I started working on tearing this thing completely apart and doubling it in size. That would eliminate one timer and double the amount of netherwart I would get. But I never did get this project finished. A lot of digging needed to be done. Yeah. Yep. Yepers. Unfinished projects. That's the theme of this area. I will definitely have to relook at this stuff. What is in this box? Oh, it's all kinds of fuel. Cool. So I would put the nether rack on top of here, and leave this block here until I had, oh no, I would put the shulker box up here, let it drain out and filter through here, smelting, and then I would put the redstone block here so that I could break the shulker box and it not get sucked into the system, which is a pain. But I do believe that that is the entirety of my base and the entirety of the season. This has been an amazing season. We kind of talked about it a little bit while we were in the nether. We've gained a bunch of subscribers. We've done a bunch of different things. We've upgraded from the Xbox to a PC, well, laptop. Um, we moved from Mixer to Twitch with streaming, all kinds of things. It's been an exciting season, and unfortunately, it's time for it to end. I am looking so forward to season 2 and what we create and all of the different things. And once again, we went over quite a few different builds, but the temple game, the Union Hall, there was so many different things that were inspired by you guys for me to build. The netherrack clusters or the glowstone cluster right there behind me was commented from you guys. So keep those comments coming. Videos will not stop, just so you guys know. Now I was going to end things right here in the throne room, and just this way I could get everything recorded that I needed to record our finale episode. I wanted to crank out another episode before that, and I had plenty of time to do the world tour, but we've done quite a bit of work since those clips were recorded, and I want to show you guys that. So let's pop on out here and take a look at the work that we did in a live stream a week ago. Not quite a week ago, but we did complete all of this, guys. We put in the dead bushes, we put in the dead coral, the different blocks around the rifts, making it look like it's, ripping out of the world. We got the one done over here. We actually had the rift done, but the were pools right here we didn't have done, so we finished that up. It looks really amazing. We also completed the one over here. And then in that same live stream, we went over into the Nether and did some work on the ice path to the Blaze Farm and the Raid Farm. So you guys playing on this will have a little easier time getting to those areas. But this turned out absolutely amazing. I'm really happy with the way it looks. It's all ripped out of the world. And this is kind of the first time where I've actually completed a base, and you guys now know why there was such a push to finish the base area. We've put off the project long enough anyway. So what I'm going to do is we're going to leave you guys here, but as I said before, we are going to put all of this stuff out for you guys to be able to gear up and do things. While I'm here, let me go ahead and grab a random shulker box. And I want to see, I've been in the base for a while now, to see if we have any XP built up. We've got a little bit. So let's go ahead and take off our armor. And we need a piece of kelp to come through here. Can repair our pickaxe. But let's go ahead and drop. We'll leave the ender chest right here. We'll leave our stuff right here. We'll throw in all of our gear. We'll throw in our sword. We'll throw in all of our food, everything that was on our person. The only thing that I want to do is get a little bit of XP on that. And we will place all of these shulker boxes out for you guys. This way nothing's hidden. If you decide to download the world, which that is going to be an option. So this is the middle shulker box here in the line of 9. So we're going to place these all down in the sequential order in which I had them. And the next to... Yep, we're just going to grab these guys like this. And I was gonna just kind of end the episode and do this stuff off camera, but I figured I might as well get in here and do this on camera real quick while we have the time and leave this in a good final spot. So, a couple more shulker boxes. Oh man. Give me this pickaxe. Gonna leave these guys right here for you. And let's go see if this finally did get ourselves a piece of kelp. We can get a little XP on this. Why are you smelting? That's interesting. Alright, this video is going to drag on for a little bit, but I've got a piece of kelp right here that we can actually speed up the process. I'm so thankful and happy I kept this. And... oh, perfect. Can throw that in there anyway. Not a lot of experience to come by, but enough to get it a little bit more. You guys will have to run over to the Blaze farm and get her taken care of. Won't take too long. So with that, all of my belongings and all of my things are now sitting out in all of these chests. Once again, for the final time here on Truly Bedrock, thank you guys so much for all of the subscriptions, the follows, the Patreons, joining me on my streams and things like that. I can't wait to get started with Season 2. So as always, if you like the video, smash that like button, guys. Leave a comment below. Check out the description for all the different ways to follow me. And I will see you guys in the next season.